What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome back to the Oakland Raiders Madden 20 franchise mode, where yes, I do realize that around this time is when we have been uploading a rebuild midweek. It's the girlfriend's vacation this week, so I wasn't really going to say, hey, you know what, we can't do anything fun with our kid, because I need 4 hours during the week to record a rebuild. No. Just this week we'll be off. We'll have an episode on Saturday like usual, and then maybe next week, because I like during the summer to have 2 rebuilds a week. We'll get back to a midweek rebuild and then a weekend rebuild. But also, come on, it's the Raiders franchise. I'm having a blast with it, and the fact that we have been able to import our draft class finally, better late than never, even though we are here at week 14, we'll be able to jump into the draft class. I'm pretty damn excited. As well as we got 2 very winnable games in this episode. 2 home games, one against the Titans, one against the Jags. 2 wins puts us at 8-6 and has us right in the playoff hunt for a wild card berth. So we have some things we need to deal with. First up, we got Hunter Renfrow returning from injury, so he's going to slide back into the slot. Let's be honest, J.J. Nelson has done pretty well in reserve duty. He's, what do you got, 5-6 touchdowns, something crazy like that. We actually want to give him a brand new contract, which is also something I want to do before we jump into the gameplay here. I also, low-key, because he's been getting a couple touchdowns, I want to give Foss Moreau the opportunity to start now. I feel like Luke, both tight ends have been able to get involved. It's not like Luke Wilson's going to be cast at the back of the room and never going to see the light of day again. He's still going to get utilized, but I feel like we've seen the upside with Moreau. I want to start force feeding him a little bit and help with that development while he is still a rookie. So, looking at contracts. What players have earned themselves new contracts? So Isaiah Crowell, we haven't even had to play with him yet, which kind of sucks because he's 26. He has some pretty good stats for a power back. I haven't seen yet. Doug Martin, he has played pretty well. I feel like I'm confident enough right now to say that we'll come back to the table with Doug Martin in the offseason before free agency starts, and we'll make our decision there. Luke Wilson, we have depth. Nevin Lawson's the worst corner in the National Football League. Brandon Marshall actually has been fairly solid. I just feel like we might be able to get younger at the position, but I'm going to put him in the same category as Doug Martin. Come, that last little window you have to negotiate before free agency, I might look at bringing back Brandon Marshall. Richie Incognito is a team captain. I'm not going to, overpay for him. He wants the bonus to be improved a little bit. He might just straight up retire, but I would like to try to offer him a deal still as a start dev trade. Benson Mayowa has actually been a very nice utility piece, much like Richie Incognito. We're not going to overpay. Of course, these guys want more money. Stop being assholes. Don't you want to go to Vegas, or do you not want to go to Vegas? That might just soured me on Mayowa. J.J. Nelson, I definitely want to give him a brand new contract. He has been very nice. What? Why do all these assholes want more money? We'll definitely come back to the table with J.J. Nelson and Richie Incognito. Give them a little bit better bonus, and we'll see if we can sign both of them. But that's very annoying. That's going to maybe make me think about maybe not re-signing them or not. And now finally, custom draft classes are here. You may see a couple extra 2021, 2022. They're almost ready. I will also give you a very nice news update that I have users on Xbox and PlayStation converting these draft classes over, and I will let you guys know when those become available. But we have 2020 here finally. Like I said, better late than never. And I need you guys to help me set up my draft board. We don't have a whole lot of time. We're only going to have probably 3 episodes worth of feedback that I can take from you guys to set up our draft board. But, I like to take things in the direction that you guys kind of want to see it go. Last year in Madden 19, it got a little crazy. We had Josh Allen for the Huskies. He was really good, and you guys just wanted me to tank and get Tua Tagovailoa in the draft. And I don't think that's going to be the case. I'm not going to, I want this. Trust me, there are storylines and all that stuff that are going to be, implemented. Always want to make my franchise mode stand out. I don't know if we're going to go as hardcore as we did in Madden 19. But anyways, let's talk about our draft board. Focus on that. Originally coming into the year, I thought for sure we were going to be looking at a first or second round quarterback because we had uncertainty with Derek Carr. But now Derek Carr is playing very well. We have a nice developmental quarterback in Tyree Jackson, who we traded for the Buffalo Bills. So I don't necessarily know if we need a quarterback, but I won't rule it out. Herbert, Tua, and Fromm are the big dogs, the 3-headed monsters in this year's draft class. But, it's probably going to be way too expensive for us to invest. But looking at, as we go down, Costello, Eason, Nathan Stanley, Jordan Love, Cole McDonald, and De'Aaron King. I think really, if one of those guys, especially those third-round quarterbacks, slip, Jordan Love, Cole McDonald, and De'Aaron King, those are the guys that I'm a little bit interested on. I might actually scout them a little bit, put them on our short list. They could be nice little options to come in and compete with Tyree Jackson and just have another quarterback on the roster. Beyond that, Bryce Perkins could be interesting as a scrambler. Again, it's this whole, is Kyler Murray going to pan out or not? If he does, that style of quarterback, could be in vogue in the National Football League yet again. And a guy like Bryce Perkins, pretty interesting. There's some nice developmental options down here. Felipe Franks, 6'5", 230. Looking at UDFAs, I mean, not so much. We could always just say, let's bring in Jalen Hurts for a feel-good story. Looking at running backs, it's the polar opposite of the quarterback position. Coming into this draft, I thought for sure we'd have to get a QB. Doesn't look like the case. I thought for sure we wouldn't need a running back because we had Josh Jacobs, but he's so injury prone right now. I don't know why. I did knock 5 points off the injury sliders to see if that helps out just a little bit, because I do like, the fact that we are having some meaningful injuries throws some kinks in the franchise mode. But I think in particular, Josh Jacobs, it's happening too much. If we don't want to bring back Doug Martin, we have a nice receiving back option in Jalen Richard, but I think we need another guy that can run between the tackles. I'm not saying we need to invest a first-round pick and a DeAndre Swift or ETN. Maybe if one of those slips, we could grab him in the second round. But beyond that, there is lots of depth at the running back position. Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin, Dobbins, Najee Harris, Keshawn Vaughn, Cam Akers, A.J. Dillon, Trey Sermon, Zach Moss, and Eno Benjamin. Those guys there, I think all are going to have fairly high upsides and could, as a rookie, contribute next season. Kylan Hill, Crockett, LaMichael Pirine, a little bit of Gator bias there. I bet Pirine, he's a beast, 5'11", 225. Beyond that, looking for some later round options. There are a bunch of UDFAs that could. Tavian Feaster couldn't crack it at Clemson, but maybe he can turn his career around at South Carolina. We could take a look at that. But I definitely do think we're going to put running back fairly high on our draft board list because we just need that. We need a good upside running back that can fill in and win, and if it almost feels like at this point, Josh Jacobs gets hurt. Wide receiver, we definitely could look. If we could somehow get Jerry Jeudy, who might be the best wide receiver prospect in the last 4 years, 3-4 years, we'll absolutely jump over that, but he's probably going to be out of our territory. But the other first-round wide receivers look really good. CeeDee Lamb, Henry Ruggs, Laviska Shenault, and T. Higgins. I would welcome all those guys on our team. I don't know really where we're going to put wide receiver in terms of priority because we have Antonio Brown, Hunter Renfrow, J.J. Nelson, Tyrell Williams. It's not a big-time priority, but you can never have enough talent at wide receiver. And, going forward, AB is at that window where he is going to slowly start to regress. So I don't know about you guys, but I definitely wouldn't rule out grabbing a wide receiver high. There's a lot of depth, though, at wide receiver. Pretty much going into the 5th round, I would be happy with any guy. Like Denzel Mims has been one of my sleepers for a long time. Kendrick Rogers, Aaron Fuller. I would take all those guys in a heartbeat if they're still on the board. Tight end, we have Moreau. He's going to be the young guy. We're going to give him the start now to see if we can develop him. But, there's some nice options here at tight end. Offensive line is definitely where we can look to get better. At left tackle, we're probably not ready to give up on Colton Miller. And then at right tackle, we have Brown, who we paid big money to get over from New England. So I don't really know about tackle. This is a really good draft class for a tackle, but I don't really think that's in our cards. Inside, we definitely could look at getting a little bit younger. Left guard, we have Richie Incognito right now. So I think a Lemieux, Leatherwood, Navon Donaldson, Ben Cleveland, all those guys are definitely going to end up going on our short list. Because this is the first position that I know we need to get younger at, I'm actually going to scout these guys right away. Shane Lemieux. Oh, look at that. First round grade, second round projection. Leatherwood. Oh, Navon Donaldson looking good. Ben Cleveland looking good. Okay. Now, I've heard that this is a glitch, and it still is apparently a glitch, even though I'm using my own draft classes that everyone comes up as a first-round grade. So you pretty much can't use that, which sucks. But look at just the base stats. All 4 of those guys look very favorable, so they are instantly going to go on our short list. At center, we have Rodney Hudson. Bidash is a really good offensive line prospect, but I don't think I'd want to spend that high of a pick. We could look 3rd, 4th round, but Hudson, for the time being, isn't going to need to be replaced. Right guard, again, Trey Jackson. Is that our guard? Can't remember off the top of my head. It is Jackson, right? That's his name. We could scout a little bit here. We could look a little bit. John Runyon. We got the son of legendary Philadelphia Eagle John Runyon, so I would definitely love to bring him in. Jack Anderson's not bad. Add some versatility. Again, either one of these guards. I'll scout all these guards because I just think a guard, because obviously there's some good flexibility in Madden between left and right, is the direction that we should want to go. So it's definitely one of the top priorities. We're good at right tackle for the time being. Going to defensive end. We have what we hope in Cleveland Ferrell and Arden Key, but I don't necessarily know if Arden Key's going to be the answer. So Chase Young is a really good talent. Do we have any likelihood of drafting him? Most likely not, but Gross Matos from Penn State could become an option. I really do like Jalen Phillips, the UCLA transfer to Miami. I think he offers a lot. I think he's getting kind of slept on. We can continue to scout this position out a little bit. Apenza as well, if he's still there in the first round. All 3 A's across the board would be dope, even though he's a little bit bigger. He's a little big for a 4-3 end. Same with LeBron Ray. I'll put him there. I definitely want to come back and scout Zuniga and Kando. I like the length on both those guys. Inside at D tackle, we could use another one to pair with Mo Hurst, Derek Brown, Raekwon Davis, Nick Coe, Kinlaw, Marvin Wilson, Lorenzo Neal, even the Canadian monster Neville Gallimore. Those guys are all very nice prospects. Maybe the next window we'll scout a lot of these D tackles. Linebacker, we could always use the linebacker. Right now, linebacker is a question. Our best linebacker this year, statistically, and how just from me playing, is Jonathan Abram, who's a safety playing linebacker. So, Afridi Jennings, Caleb Kelly could be some nice options there. Middle linebacker, Dylan Moses, Troy Dye, David Reese, Kenneth Murray, Joe Bocci, Woodward, Shaq Quarterman. I mean, there's some nice middle linebackers here. We'll have to spend some scouting points there to upgrade Marshall potentially. And right outside linebacker, we have Vontaze Burfict. I feel like he's 28, going to be turning 29. He still has a good spot on the roster, but if there's a good value pick here between Willekes, Patty Fisher, Terrell Lewis, or Josh Uche, those would be the big ones. Obviously, they're top 4 players at the position. Maybe we will spend some scouting there. Jumping to the secondary, absolutely need to scout some corners. We could use any of these corners. Fulton, Henderson, Adebo, Bryce Hall, Trayvon Diggs, AJ Terrell, Troy Pride, Lavert Hill. Probably the top 8 could start as rookies for our team next season. Samuels, Lucas, Thomas Graham, Arnett, Carter, Blackman, Danzler. I'd say the top 15 there. That's going all the way to round 7. That top 15 probably will be able to get a lot of snaps on this team up to the rookie season. Bandy, Jalen Johnson are also pretty nice options, and especially when you go to the UDFAs. I think this is one of the better positions when it comes to undrafted free agents. You got Sean Wade, another big, long Iowa corner. That could be good. Gladney's a burner. Davis is a burner. Rashard Robinson, small school stud. So I think there's lots of value at corner, especially when it comes to the later rounds. Looking at safety, we're pretty good at safety with the Marcus Joyner, and we have Jonathan Abram, and we have Carl Joseph. But the best player in the draft class probably is going to be Grant Delpit out of LSU. I don't know. We've seen some weird things. If he slips, we might just have to draft him, make him a linebacker. I don't know. We'll have to find a way to get him utilized, but we're probably pretty good when it comes to safety. Maybe you could look at, a guy like Isaiah Simmons, a moving a linebacker, utilize him very similarly to how we use Jonathan Abrams. Same with Khaleke Hudson. We could probably straight up make either one of those guys. And Brooks. All 3 of them are that, almost more of a linebacker than they are a safety. So we can look at that a little bit later. You got, Nazrul Dean from Florida State. That is great size, 6'4", 215. Don't know if he's as athletic as a Obi Melifonwu, but he's in that mold. And special teams, we're pretty good on special teams right now. I'm not overly worried about spending scouting. So that was a full in-depth. This episode's going to be super long now because we went through the draft class. But I want you guys to help me set my draft board and what players you really want me to target, especially, early rounds, because those are the more well-known players. So give me some guys in the first, second, maybe third round that you would like to see us target. Plus, I'm pretty sure, just give me a second, I'm pretty sure we have 2 first-round picks yet again, which is going to be huge to how we're going to build this team. We do. We have Chicago's first rounder and our first rounder. So that is going to be monstrous. Make sure you guys get in the prospects you want me to potentially bring in to the Raiders next season. But now that all that has been done, let's hop into this home game against the Tennessee Titans, a game that has to be a must-win. For the Tennessee Titans, they only have 2 superstars that we need to worry about. Kevin Byard at free safety, who recently, in real life anyways, got a big-time contract extension. And Jarrell Casey on the defensive line. At least there's no, let's be honest, fearmonger or any D-line X factors that we have to worry about. No quarterback X factors that we have to worry about. Again, can't stress enough, this is almost a must-win. Oh, let's go, Jonathan Abram. You might be weird as shit in Hard Knocks through one episode, but that is a big-time tackle. TFL on Dion Lewis. That's got to be a challenging field goal attempt. Oh, let's go, AB. Let's go, AB. 19th. We're breaking records. What's Randy Moss's? I think it's 24. We are going to break records with Antonio Brown this season. We might not even finish 500, but we're going to break records. One closer. We're 1 touchdown away. We might hit this game. 20 touchdowns receiving in a single season. That must be like I don't know, did Randy Moss do all that in his first year with New England? Either way, AB booming. Business is booming. Damn. Damn it. All right, we're bringing the blitz. Bend, don't break. I mean, I'm almost falling asleep. That's how boring the Titans offense is. But they're efficient. They're efficient. They got a good O-line. Let's bring the power to here, Whitehead. Nevin Lawson. Why is that guy even getting snaps right now? Oh, that was. That was. That was not a good throw. And we got punished. Kevin Byers a beast. Oh. Slide, man. I got drift on this controller, and I feel like because it said drift when I hit down on the D-pad, or whatever, down on the stick, the slide, it's just no input whatsoever. It's just every time I hit X, regardless of what I'm actually doing, they're diving head first. They're crash test dummy in this. All right, 3rd and 9. This is where we played pretty good defense. Need the defense to bail out the offense. Derek Carr's having a nightmare of a game. And they find the... Humphreys, man. Humphreys! Oh, and you just got murdered by Brent Urban. Shout out to Canada. Brent Urban with the sack, but now it's setting us up with a 4th and 21. We got to go for it, man. We need tutties. We need tutties. So what's our best play here? None of these. Okay, dagger usually works because we get AB in the slot. I mean, full kudos to the Titans. They are playing way better than I expected and way better than us. Derek Carr is having a nightmare of a game. And there's a coverage sack. Not one guy got wide open. That's game. I'm also so, like, the Titans are so boring to play against. They literally just, like, they do checkdowns every time or just, like, run it for 4 yards. Very close to just simming this one out. Oh, there we go. A little bit of redemption. Go with Nelson, who wants, obviously, a little bit more money on his contract. It's not necessarily garbage time, but it's pretty much garbage time. Oh, Nelson again! Hey! We got an onside kick chance of winning this. Need some ebooks. Anyone got some ebooks here? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Man. I want a refund on my ebook. And in what was probably the biggest game of the season at home, Derek Carr reminded everyone the old Derek Carr in today's game. I think we had 2 picks, 2 fumbles, maybe 2-3 fumbles. It was not good. I did not play particularly well. Almost fell asleep every time Tennessee had the ball. Maybe that works in their advantage. They are just so boring to play against in real life. And full kudos to Madden. We had a big criticism of Madden, that no team plays like how they play in real life. Oh, the Titans did. I literally had to crack open a second energy drink to get through this game. We made it look close in the end, but in reality, Tennessee was the better team on both sides of the ball. When you look at Derek Carr, 3 touchdowns, 2 very costly interceptions. He also, he had 2 fumble loss. It was just, we couldn't run the ball. We abandoned the run. We had, Renfro looked great coming back in the lineup. 5 catches, 88 yards. J.J. Nelson, 2 touchdowns. I mean, we did not feature a lot of AB. AB got a touchdown, but only getting 1 catch. I'm probably going to get a frustrated receiver message, which is very annoying. Braden Marshall, 60. Like, our defense was on the field way too much. Abram, that's a big game from him. 12 tackles, 3 TFLs, a couple half sacks. I need to be completely honest with you because we've been gassing him up. Mo Hurst has done nothing since he's got that superstar ability. Literally nothing. He is getting pancaked out by average guards, which is incredibly frustrating. It's just that much harder to make the playoffs. We're not eliminated, but this is a very big hit to the Raiders' chances of getting into the playoffs. Week 15 against the Jags. We know who we have to worry about. Obviously, you have Nick Foles, who has thrown 7 touchdowns against the Raiders in his career, but they have 2 big superstar X factors on the defensive side of the ball, which is not great considering Derek Carr is coming off his worst game of the season. They got Jalen Ramsey, who's a shutdown corner, probably gonna neutralize Antonio Brown or try his best. And then you got Calais Campbell. Anytime you go up against a D-line X factor, get ready. It's gonna be annoying. He's gonna take over the game at some point. We just have to find a way to neutralize him. But this is a 3-win Jags team. We have to. We have to win out for the rest of the season. Right now, 8 wins is the final wildcard spot. We have 6. We need things to go in our favor. All we can do is win every game going forward, and it starts against the Jags at the Raiders Stadium, at the Coliseum. Is it even called the Coliseum anymore? It's at the shitty half baseball football stadium. Oh, we'll take that, AB. We'll take that. Second goal on the 4. This is where AB's been dangerous, but he is getting covered by Jalen Ramsey. Don't matter. There is the 21st touchdown of the season. Pretty sure that's incorrect. I'm 90% sure that's his 21st receiving touchdown of the season. Oh, so we got the one game Leonard Fournette wants to show up to. Cool, cool, cool. Injury timeout, Derek Carr. For what? He didn't even get touched on the play. It looked like he was holding his ass. Only back spasms. They're going for it. You got to get back in the lineup, man. We're Super Bowl or bust time right now. Suck it up. Do you want to be our franchise quarterback, or do you want to, get cut and go play for, I don't know, none of it? You want to go play for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, or do you want to be a National Football League quarterback, Derek Carr? You got to play. You got to play through the pain. Worst field goal attempt. We were perfect. I didn't miss a single field goal all season, and that was the worst field goal attempt of all time. Oh, let's go. Oh, that's a fumble. How are you not picking that up?
Fucking bullshit.
Farrell, you're a first-round pick, dude. That's the worst play we've had this entire franchise. Jalen Richard broken. What? I don't even know if I want to draft a running back. We are a goddamn graveyard of running backs. You play running back for the Raiders, get ready to be made out of paper mache. Doug Martin can get this first down. I'm going to offer him a new contract. If he can get this first down, I'm going to offer him a new contract. If he can't, he gone. Oh, let's go, Doug or not. Not only is he getting a new contract, he just put us back in the lead. Oh, there we go. Obi Melifonwu trying to redeem his career in Oakland. I gave him the start today at nickel because, for the love of God, Nevin Lawson would never make a play like that. 70-yard pick 6. Obi Melifonwu. Oh, Trayvon Mullen, the other player that we plugged into the starting lineup. The rookie out of Clemson. This is his first career start, and he gets why did we make these moves to the defense earlier? Melifonwu, Trayvon Mullen, back-to-back picks on ensuing drives. It's beautiful. You gotta start playing the young. You gotta trust the young guys. Oh, AB just got wide open. Oh, and then I was actually incorrect. That is now Antonio Brown's 21st receiving touchdown of the season. There's Mo Hurst. There's Mo Hurst. Call Mo. Right out the middle. Oh, business is booming. There's another hat trick. That must be like the 3rd or 4th game. We've had 3 touchdowns for Antonio Brown. That takes him to 22. I think Randy Moss had 24 for a record. I mean, we're not done. I mean, Jalen Ramsey? Oh, I thought he was good. Obviously not. And we got the big dub. Some more garbage time stuff happened. You don't need to see that because it's pretty embarrassing. But we got to win. We got 1-1. We split. We still have a lifeline to sneak it into that final AFC wildcard spot. AB's on fire. Our defense got some momentum. Playing the young guys. Trayvon Mullen. Bringing back Obi Melifonwu. Giving him the start as our, I think it was nickel. Pretty sure he's nickel. Got a 70-yard pick 6. I mean, we got some positives to be able to finish this episode after just a horrendous loss at home to the Tennessee Titans. Derek Carr was all right. Look at this. We got 3 touchdowns, 2 picks, 275 from Derek Carr. He is definitely cooling off. I mean, I thought we had a potential MVP. Maybe he's just okay. I don't know. He's done enough. I think we could say he's done enough this year. to say we're not going to spend our first-round pick on a quarterback. Running the ball, Jalen Richard, I actually gave him the opportunity to start, and of course, like any of our other starting running backs, minus Doug Martin this year, he's hurt. He's probably going to miss the rest of the season, but Doug Martin, big-time run. I'm going to be a man of my word, and I'm going to offer him a brand-new contract. I'll see if he'll take it. He might not even take it. He might tell me to go pound sand, but the Doug or not, he's played well. He's played well. Honestly, he's played much better than what his base game stats would lead you to believe. AB, 10 catches, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is looking at breaking some records this season. We will definitely finish the episode by looking at where he stands for single season records. Moreau, another great performance, 5 catches, 55 yards for the rookie tight end. Defensively, 9 tackles and a TFL half sack for Jonathan Abram. We got a sack and a half, Mo Hurst, a sack from Cleveland Ferrell. We got a pick from Trayvon Mullen, a 73-yard pick 6 from LB Melifonwu, as we knock off the Jags 38-27. Good up to 7-7, 500 for final 2 divisional games to finish out the season. Let's get an update of our injury with Mr. Jalen Richard. 8 weeks, broken collarbone. Well, you know, that's what happens when you're starting. When you play running back for the Raiders, you just get hurt and miss a lot of time. But I want to finish up by seeing where Mr. Antonio Brown, big chest himself, stands for some of these NFL records. So we're going to go for season. So for single season receiving yards, AB now is 1, 2, I don't even know if he's on this list yet. He's not on the list yet. He's already been on the list twice for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think we should be able to crack this list, I think. We're almost at 1,600 total yards. Still have 2 games left to go. So I feel confident there. But for the touchdowns, sitting at 22, tied with the great Jerry Rice. 1 behind Randy Moss to tie, 2 to win. You know we're going to go for it for Mr. Antonio Brown. 22 touchdowns and 2 games to go. And he's never actually made this list before, which is very surprising. So looking at his stats here real quick. I mean, we'll do a full breakdown. So 74 catches, 1,500 yards. Oh, man, we have some work to do. I mean, if he maintains that average, we will definitely get in the best top 10 receiving yards in a single season, but 22 tutties. We got it, man. I feel like we can achieve that goal. I mean, where does he stand in regards to the rest of the league right now? He has, well, far and away. For receptions, 1, 2, 3, 4th in the league, tied for 4th in the league for receptions. 500 yards, better than Julio Jones. I mean, that is, with 2 weeks left to go, and there's only 2 receivers that have over 1,000 yards. That is just a down year across the board. No one's even remotely close when it comes to touchdowns. Antonio Brown has been simply sensational, as we are going to try our best to have him break some records. And head a week, because you know this was going to happen. We're just going to look at it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, 10 catches, 167 yards, 3 touchdowns for Antonio Brown, as that is a very good moment to end the episode on. So when we come back for next week's episode, next week's probably going to be in a couple days, we're going to finish out the regular season, week 16 and week 17. We got over 3,000 Coach XP to spend. I've been sitting on that. We need to spend that. We'll come back, do some scouting. I'm going to look through the comments and try to set up a little bit of a big board here for what targets you guys want for us to potentially select in the 2020 NFL draft class, as we absolutely have to win our final 2 games to have any chance at making the playoffs. And the last time we played the Chargers, we got absolutely smoked. So I'm sure that's going to be a fun game. But thank you guys for watching. As always, if it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying thank you very much for the love and support on the Raiders franchise. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.
Money I'm spending, I'm out and I'm shopping. You talking that shit, well you talking the talking. Look at my options, look at me dropping. Ass in the game, like who are you stopping? Not me, I never. Not me, I never. Not me, I never. I'm way too clever. Look at the kid, Mr.